Regina Daniel made a shocking revelation on her Instagram's page. In her words, she said, yes, everyone, it is now history that Regina Daniels did drugs because that was what her husband wanted. Believe it or not, dearest ex-husband, thanks for breaking the crown you put on my head. No one knew us like us, and I trusted you with all of me, even with my sex tape, which I pray never sees the light. But you have always been a step ahead negatively. Foolish me. When I married you at 17, was I on drugs? I thank God for time. My name is ruined for now, but I will rewrite my story. That narrative will be dead and gone. Now that I have let the one thing you have on me out, what else? It's time to fight with all of me in court. I'm not backing down now, you narcissistic, manipulative bastard. I'm so pained. I am ruined. You all can laugh, but the laughter won't be for long as I serve my God. Ned, how could you lie so openly and without even small remorse? You know my family has absolutely nothing to do with this. You have always tried to cut them off because of the bond we share, and now you're trying to make them look bad for no reason. Fine, I did drugs, so what? Is that even the issue between us? The moment we had a fight, you rushed to the public shouting drugs because you knew it would make a perfect story for the media, something dramatic enough to distract everyone from the real issue. You want to find a reason to arrest everybody around me so that I will have no one left beside me, no friend, no support, no safe place to turn to. Then when I'm completely isolated and broken, I'll be forced to come back to you because I will have nowhere else to go to. That has always been your strategy. Break people down, make them weak and powerless, and then have your way with them. But guess what? It's not going to work this time, not anymore. You say you want me to go for rehab, but you're the same Ned who always wanted me high, because in your word, I'm sexier when I'm high. You liked me that way because it made me wild and romantic, exactly how you wanted me to be. So why don't you also tell them how you force yourself on me whenever I say no? Why don't you tell them how you locked me up, seized my phones, and suddenly declare me mentally unstable the moment I say I no longer want to be in this relationship? But once I change my mind just to get out of that locked room, suddenly I am fine again. I'm no longer mentally unstable and apparently not in need of rehab anymore. Why don't you also tell them that all your wives and ex-wives are on drugs and be kind enough to explain to them why that is? Why don't you also tell them how you lock me up and doctors to inject me with drugs meant for people with bipolar disorder? Why don't you tell them how you take my phones for weeks just because you hate that I talk to my family a lot? You have never seen me act incoherent, stumble, or lose control. So just stop. Every problem we have started when I no longer wanted you, whether sober or even high. Stop using the drug narrative to create distraction. Tell people the truth. I understand, Sha, you're feeling rejected and hurt, and you're struggling to make peace with the fact that it is all over. Hey, don't be smarty, no guys, don't be smarty. They happen for this internet space. Anyways, we'll pray that they find peace at last. So she went on to say that, let me also make this clear. No matter how much you think you spent on me, it can never equal the value of time I gave you, my prime years, my energy, and the career opportunities I sacrificed while being with you. And for the record, I would have filed for a divorce long ago if there was a legal marriage between us. We were never married in courts, in any court of law, and no documents were signed. Leave me alone, Ned. Marriage is not by force. Stop trying to control what no longer belongs to you.
In less than 24 hours of the video circulating online that claimed that you were assaulting this little girl who is old enough to be your grandchild, you put out a statement. I repeat, no loving husband will condemn their wife, the mother of their kids, to that. It shows you never cared. And I'm just seeing some videos. You said you were under pressure to marry. I'm an Igbo woman. I do not recall any tradition in Igbo land that requires you to marry a child and a virgin. That's diabolical. You took away her innocence. She said she fell in love. Childhood exuberance. She's seen money, she's seen everything, and she was enticed, or she was enchanted. I won't condemn her for that. But what I will condemn is a full-grown ass man like you intimidating a child. Do you want to flex your muscles? Go face people like Dangote. Go face people like Otedola. They are your pedigree. You guys can duke it out. But for you to want to trample on this poor family because they are fighting for their daughter that you assaulted allegedly is a shameful thing. It's beneath the office you hold and the man you claim to be. Let me also reiterate, as a clinician who lives in a functioning society, you do not have the right to force anybody to go for treatment. First and foremost, you are not legally married to her, because if you're legally married to her, then you're committing bigamy with the multiple wives you have. 2, you did not marry her in church. 3, you contracted this marriage to a child traditionally. So I will call on the traditional rulers of your town to call you to order and to put a leash on you. The notion that she has to return back to Abuja and return to your home and to your hospital of choice sounds very fishy and diabolical. Let me reiterate, any healthcare provider or any clinicians in London, you have practiced the law. In America, where I live, you cannot force nobody to go for treatment. And if this girl is alleging that you inject them and you rape her, there is a problem. And the only means for you to want her to come back is to start arresting her siblings. That is cruel. That is beneath the man and the image you have portrayed. Like Charlie Boy said, you are an ancestor, act like one. And to the Nigerian police, shame on you. To the Nigerian judicial system, shame on you. To all the women who are clapping, majority of you have this little girl as a daughter, her age mate. Yes, some kids are stubborn, like we are